Kisha, homie. Hi, YouTube. Welcome. It's been a while since I did a thing, so let's watch another one. This one's about the pressure washer. As I was just telling chat, this is something that I've personally wondered. I've never handled a pressure washer other than to like wash my car. But I did wonder about this as a kid with my garden hoses whenever my parents made me water the plants and stuff. I wonder if it's possible, instead of like a jetpack, just be water field, Pressure washing videos are nice. Okay, one day. All right, chat, let's go. I see all of you asking for help from YouTube. What you don't understand is that a lot of you came here from YouTube and you're still here. Trapped. According to your will, obviously. That's how you came, right? That's how you came. That's how you came by my streams. All right, let's watch. Let me know if the audio is okay.
How you going? If you've ever used a pressure washer, you've probably had the same thought as me. You turn it on and you feel the power of the water running through your hands. And that makes you think, what would happen if I put this in my oven?
What?
And then, after that, you probably want to know how many pressure...
Has anybody wondered the first question? Because I sure as hell hasn't. Me with shower heads? Yo, get out of here! You freaking sussy, fan. Yo, if you put that in your butt, I feel like you might have to go to the ER with how powerful that is.
The washers it would take to get you in the air. So today, I'm going to find out. Okay, when you search online, you find a bunch of fake videos of people flying. Like this one by Zach King.
Cool, anyways.
Videos of people flying. Like this one by Zach King. Or this one by these two goofy guys just mucking around during work.
Oh shit!
With these two pressure washers
He's a
conveniently faced
waterbender!
perfectly towards the camera. And surely, if it was this easy, every tradie in Australia would be flying to work. But maybe it is. So I took apart my pressure washer bidet and pointed the pressure washer down at this scale to see how much force they actually produce. And most days my weight is roughly between 88 and 90 kilos, depending...
Look at that band-aid. This is what happens when you don't wear a freaking steel-toed boots, man. Hi, Postu. How are you?
...on if I do a morning poo, and whether that poo falls on the scale or not. And now, when I turn on the washer...
What did he say?
Poo, and whether that poo falls on the scale.
What's that about poo?
My weight is roughly between 88 and 90 kilos, depending on if I do a morning poo, and whether that poo falls on the scale or not.
Why
and
would
now,
the poo
when I turn on the washer...
Why would the poo fall on the scale, sir?
1.5 kilos less. Which means that unless those goofy men weighed 3 kilos, the video is fake. And this is way less power than I was hoping for, and means I would need 80 of these cheapo pressure washers strapped to every part of my body to cancel out my weight.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it. Where's the budget?
Which would cost me $16,000.
You got that money. You're a YouTuber.
So I need to find a stronger power washer. And I don't really understand the physics and maths behind it.
There is no way his dumpy weighs like that much, all right? This man's, according to his free body diagram, if you've ever taken physics, free body diagram is where you use a shape to depict the weight that is falling and you draw the different forces acting upon it. There is no way his free body diagram, his ass is like a quarter of his size. Nah. Bloodletting? She did bloodletting to lower that? Oh, I feel so bad for this girl, man.
But I think that if I weigh 90 kilos, I essentially need 90 kilos
of
prove it to
us. Prove
every
it to
second
us.
to get my big booty off the ground. And it is possible to do these with water, as there are companies that offer water.
Shit, girl! Yo, what do we think, cha? That's definitely not real. Look at the smoothness of that bump. I don't think that's stuffed with socks at all. That's really good. Or alternatively, you can use a frying pan and hold it behind you. Hold it behind you so the camera doesn't see, and you can flex a little bit so it looks like you have a perfectly round booty. Works 100% of the time.
With water, as there are companies that offer water jetpack experiences that work by essentially strapping their customers to the exhaust of a jet ski, which gives some pretty impressive results. And jet skis have a flow rate of 4,000 liters per minute, which is heaps.
Oh my god.
To put that in perspective, my mate Alexa has a flow rate of around 1.5 liters per minute.
Wrong one! Oh my god, cover that shit! The sounds! How long is this segment?
Compared
Don't look
to
at
a
it,
normal
don't look at
pressure
it.
washer, which has 8 liters of flow per minute, so that means the jet ski has 500 times more water flow than a pressure washer. But using a jet ski is cheating, and I want to find a pressure washer strong enough. So I attempted to modify my existing pressure washer so it gets more flow by drilling out the nozzle and removing the filter.
Jesus!
But I broke it, which gave me the idea of breaking other people's pressure washers. So I borrowed a 3000 psi, 15 litre a minute pressure washer. And even though I won't be able to get the same flow rate as a jet ski, I'm hoping I can get the same force by having a much higher PSI.
You watched this video already, but I don't remember that P part. Maybe you blocked it out because it was so traumatizing. Suppressed memories. Bam! I did not expect that. That was nasty, bro. Why is the P so... I don't want to sniff of that. She's trying to get advantage in her previous... Oh, I see. Ah, I gotcha. That still sucks, though. Holy. Oh, that I was not expecting pee today. I'm in shock. My mind is blank right now. We're just gonna watch.
And I got on the scale again after eating a big lunch and a bunch of fishing sinkers and now weigh 95 kilos.
Was that a metal
And this
thing?
time it looks like I'm losing around 3 to 4 kilos, but it's hard to tell from all the water spray. And I really thought it would give me more lift, as it feels like it has more than 4 kilos of kickback. But maybe it's not transferring into lift as I'm not holding the hose tightly against my body. Then I figure I might get more thrust if I take off the nozzle, resulting in more water flow.
You know what's the easiest solution to this? Instead of getting, what did he say? 80 power hoses that cost $16,000, literally just like cut off half his body. Like literally just reduce your weight in half. Then you only need 40, right? Depending on which part you cut off, it might be less than that too. Which is only, what, it's $8,000? Affordable. Yeah. Remove the dumpy, exactly. Remove the dumpy, remove the feet. It's not like they're actually doing anything for him since he doesn't wear shoes. Get rid of the head. I think brain weighs a lot, actually. So get rid of the head. What's another really heavy organ? Liver, perhaps? Or stomach? Intestines? Booba? I don't think he has any booba. Yeah, you can sell the kidney. Exactly. Get rid of the kidneys, sell them for money. Now you've just did, strike 2 birds with 1 stone, right? You have less weight to work with and more money to afford your power thrusters. There you go. Yeah, get rid of these nuts too. For legal reasons, this is a joke.
Nah, now it looks like Alexa. The pressure washer needs the nozzle to build up pressure. Then I thought I might be able to make it stronger if I opened up the handle and lost these tiny screws in the grass. Which didn't help either, and looks like I'm only getting 5 kilos of thrust. So I'm going to need more power. And I found these even stronger industrial petrol-powered pressure washers, which will deliver 20 liters of water a minute at 5,000 psi. Which might be able to get me in the air if I have multiple of them. But before I hired them, I decided to see if my arms were even capable of supporting enough thrust to get me off the ground.
Lord,
so I made this pulley system,
house.
which I can add weight to, and will pull up my arms in the same direction as the pressure washers. Now, if I want to get off the ground, I need to be able to support 45 kilos of upwards force in each arm. But first, tried out the system with 20 kilos.
Ooh. Outside.
Now, some of you have probably noticed that I've moved house, and this wasn't my choice.
Yeah.
And it turns out landlords don't like it when you film yourself destroying stuff.
Oh shit, this is the one where he got evicted. Yo, let's go. Fabo Exodus, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I love him too. I remember seeing this, and I remember in that video, you can check out that video on my YouTube too. I remember saying in that video, there's no fucking way a landlord would be happy with this. If I were the landlord, I'll be like,
nice. You
either fix this or you get out now.
In the ceiling. And the new garage is nice, but doesn't have the crappy DIY feel of my old place. So I made sure to replicate some of the most recognizable features, like this blade fan and some of the holes that my old place had.
Oh
so
my
let's
God.
just hope the new landlord doesn't watch this video.
Sad.
Also, lucky for me, my grandpa died.
Huh?
So I got a bunch of his tools from the 50s to add to my garage, like this
Man, I'm
drill
so
press,
sorry.
a cool vise, a nice big tank of gas for the
Congrats
welder.
on your tools, though.
And most excitingly, a tool I've always wanted to use.
A cracker.
Child labor, which should allow me to make things much quicker.
Oh, he's so happy.
Okay, so I went outside and added 40
Is that his kid? That's so cute. That is so cute. Oh my God. Let's go. Fine. Let's fucking go. Child labor. Let's fucking go. Oh, so cute. Have you guys, I think he was in a recent Connor stream, CDogBA. Of course, I would know. Where he, Connor, Doug, and Ludwig went to bar hop. Basically, they would just like go to a bar and pick up the last closed tab, and they'll drink whatever the heck was on the tab. And they did that for like 12 different bars. It's a very fun stream. I would recommend you check it out.
kilos to the rope, which was really hard to support.
I love Doug. Yeah, I recently got his, found out
and
about
hurt
his
my hand
content.
heaps. And that is even without the threat of being blasted open by water. So I can't imagine how hard it's going to be with the pressure washers.
Damn.
But I decided to hire the 4 big ones anyway. And I didn't realize how hard it would be to hire this many pressure washers, as most places only have 1 big one. And then when I finally found a place that had 4, I didn't consider that I needed a cover story as to why I needed them. And then when I was on the phone, I panicked and for some reason told them I needed 4 to clean my kitchen. So cards, if you're watching, here's me doing the dishes.
Why would, in what circumstance would you ever need 4 industrial powered power washes? I feel like that's like washing dead bodies. That's like washing away dead bodies and debris and bone and organ off the floor.
And even though they seemed confused, they still delivered 4 giant pressure washers.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, just 4 of them. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, that was fast.
Okay, before I put them all on me, there are a couple of things I still need to do. Obviously, I can't hold 4 pressure washers, so I need to make some kind of brace for my arms, which will help me stabilize them, but also means I'm attached to the pressure washers, so I'm going to fly wherever they take me. And I made the brace out of this square bar, which I cut into arm-sized pieces.
I'm happy that he's doing something for his arms.
I then welded on some right angle pieces for the rope to go through, and then also welded another brace on the end, which should help me hold my body weight against it in a similar way to crutches. Then I tied on the pressure washers, creating this almost illegal looking device.
Ugh, that's so close.
And then comes the most important step, which is
Honey.
dipping the end of the brace in the sponsor of today's video, PayPal Honey. Honey
Oh,
is
no
the number
fucking
1
way.
shopping tool in America, but I
Wait, what the fuck? He is a sponsor? I feel like I've never seen a sponsor in his video before this. What the? Is this new? This is an old video too. This is very, oh yes, sweet transition. Bada bing, bada boom.
like to think of it as being more similar to an online sidekick inside my
We'll
computer.
let him
and he's
talk,
always
chat.
trying to
We'll let
find
him
me
talk.
great deals on the things I'm buying.
He has sponsors in all of them?
Automatically
Conveniently, I've forgotten
so
all
you
of
don't
them.
have to. And when you buy something, if Honey works on that site, it swoops
Oh,
in
I didn't
to
know
a
that.
great deal. It doesn't matter what you're
Dumb.
buying, because Honey works on many of the sites.
I
you
remember
buy.
asking people, you know, Honey saves you money. That's great. So how do they make money?
For example, I was buying these pressure washers
And they were like, and then my friends were like, you are the product. You are what they're selling information about. Is it true?
Pressure. So go now and add it to your browser for free at joinhoney.com/IDATAthing. That's joinhoney.com/.
I did a thing. All right, is it done?
Okay, back to the pressure washer gun. So I put down some plywood and some mats so I don't hurt myself when I fall down, and then pulled out this old record player to use as a platform. Then, because I only have one hose, I borrowed some more from my neighbor, who was strangely supportive of what I was trying to do. And now I have 4 5,000 pressure washers hooked up to 4 separate water supplies, with a combined pressure of 20,000 psi and 80 liters per minute flow rate.
Jesus, this is using a lot of water. Holy. Did Australia ever suffer a drought when he was doing this? Hi, Posu. Bye, Posu. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Times more than my mate. Okay, now, before going straight to the 4 pressure washers, I just want to see what 2 feel like without an arm brace.
Oh, dear. Don't lock your elbows. Don't lock your elbows. Okay, he's not locking good. He's flying. Flying! Ooh, ooh. Oh.
Holy sh! What was that?
So the bad thing is, it's like getting electrocuted because when it pushes up to this position, I can't let go of my grip.
It's pulling away
so hard into my hand that it's gonna fly away. So I need to grip it.
That's insane.
Ouch.
That's fucked. This one is a million times stronger than this one.
And that wasn't a good idea.
I thought for a second, I was thinking like My Hero Academia, you know how Deku, when he first got his power, he like shatters every bone in his arm every time he punches. Oh boy, I was scared that would happen to
want to
him.
fly up away from my feet. Although if they do cut them off, I will weigh less. Also, the scales weren't displaying much more weight loss than the 3,000 psi pressure washer. But then I realized something. These pressure washers are rated to a flow rate of 20 liters per minute, but my neighbor's garden hose only outputs 8 liters per minute. So unless these pressure washers pull out more water somehow, they aren't producing as much power as they could be. So I got this external pump, which has a flow rate of 7,200 liters per hour, which is 120 liters per minute. And then got these old sewerage hoses, which were a little too small. So I used this heat gun to loosen them up before shoving the pump into the hose's urethra. Which now pump out
the
heaps
pump's
more water.
urethra? That was not a term I expected to hear today. Let us hear this again.
Gun to loosen them up before shoving the pump into the hose's urethra.
Hey yo, urethra insertion tag. Hey yo.
Which now pump out heaps more water.
Don't drink
and after
that.
connecting the new hoses, I tested out the braces with 2 pressure washers.
Yeah, I figure I should test with just 2 first. Just considering how much one of those kicked, like,
Pretty terrifying.
it might be
It
impossible
is.
to control.
You also look like an orc.
I feel like a Vietnam War guy.
Which side?
To flamethrowers and children.
Oh yeah, great. The losing side. At least you're on the correct end of it. I'm going to be turning the stuff on over here. I'll be like directly down the nozzle from it.
All right, chat, pipe down.
you turn it
Pipe
on.
down now. We're not at the hentai tag tier list yet, okay?
Okay, these feel way stronger than the normal garden hoses, and were pushing me back really hard, and I couldn't really keep them in one spot. And even allowed me to do this, which doesn't look very impressive on camera, but felt very cool in my head.
Oh, I want to do that. What if
Now
he
it's
just like
time for
shoots
all
off?
4 pressure washers. But before I did that, I wanted to see what would happen to my head if the 4 pressure washers somehow did slip out of my hands and pointed directly at my face.
Can I just say, for all the shit we give him for not using shoes because safety, he does take a lot of safety precautions. Like, he thinks about what would happen if certain things happen. Oh my God, that was a sentence. He thinks about what the consequences would be if certain things happen when he's handling stuff. So I appreciate that. Yeah, that's some freaking recoil.
Okay, so in this order, we're going to turn these ones
Is
on
it
first.
recoil or is it recoil?
Yeah.
Turn them on first.
Okay.
And then you'll turn these ones on.
I'm turning on all of them.
Huh?
I'm turning all of them on.
You're going to turn all of them on. And then if I want you to stop, I'll point at one and then go like this. So go like...
Your hands are, you're going to be holding these. You
Okay.
can't.
Use a safe
I'll just turn
word.
them all off.
Yeah, I'm glad you told me before I tried to...
You'd kill me.
That one.
And the power of these 4 washers together was insane. The only way to describe
Holy.
the feeling is kind of as if a wet man was pushing back on my underarms while spitting on my face.
What does that feel like? Ouch! That's his head?
What the?
Wait, hold on. What did you say? A wet man is under his armpit while spitting on his face? Huh. Shall we try it out?
What?
R.I.P.
I wanted to eat the
watermelon.
watermelon afterwards. There's no watermelon.
Holy.
Well, I didn't
Is it any good?
I did not expect it to look like that.
Dude, it's like, it's turned into a milkshake as well. It's so
Holy
frothy.
shit, that's crazy. That's his brain.
That's delicious.
It's actually not that bad.
Oh my god, what are these? Is this like normal Australian behavior? Just picking up shit off the random warehouse and grass and feeding it to your kids? Is this foraging? Yes? Damn. Holy. Okay, well, I guess I am just too North American to understand.
Way to eat watermelon.
That's amazing. Tastes a bit like pool water. But
Yeah, it's full of chlorine.
Yeah,
And after
yeah,
a snack,
okay.
I had enough confidence to
Man,
continue.
Australians are just
So
built
with the
different,
wheelchair
huh?
on standby, we were good to go, and Alexa turned on all 4 pumps.
Ooh. Rage for his health.
And although I look very graceful here, it may surprise you to know that I didn't really have any control of the movements my body was making, nor could I let go of the trigger. I also couldn't scream loud enough over the pressure washers to tell Alexa to turn them off.
Oh my god. Oh dear. Oh.
You're telling me to turn it off, and you're shooting at the machine that I meant to turn off. I'm like,
I couldn't really control it. It's bad because you start off with like strength, you know, but then the longer you're doing it, it's just like, I don't know, holding 15 kilos up. You get really, really tired.
yeah.
It's just-
So I guess, you know, Iron Man, you know how like he has the iconic pose of doing like, you know, the hands by his side, palms facing the ground where he has like palm thrusters that makes him fly. Yeah, usually he's in a suit, which I guess would solve this problem of not being able to handle the force. Thank you for the ticket allowance. But I think there were a few shots, at least in the movies, where he didn't have his suit on and he was just wearing his glove and he was shooting around. So would it be safe to assume that's not physically possible given what we've seen here? Especially if it's producing enough force to make him fly? Like, he's not even flying right now. Tony Stark builds him? I guess so, huh? Did I just imply that Iron Man is nothing without his suit? Oh no, I'm so sorry. Let's move on before I get canceled by the Marvel fans.
Let's go. And then once you go a bit floppy, your arm just keeps going.
So I decided to have another go, but this time with the washers closer to my body and securely in my underarms, but
Really,
also with the
Master? Thank you
scale
for
to
the
see how much
follow.
force I
Welcome.
was getting.
Sorry, I didn't mean to imply that he's nothing without his suit. Oh dear.
And the scale was saying I was losing about 50 kilos, going from 110 to 60-ish, which is a lot of force. Then I decided to try jumping.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared for him.
Now, it doesn't really look like anything is happening, but I did feel like I was getting a little bit more airtime than usual. And I'm not trying to say I was anywhere close to flying, but it did look pretty cool.
Yeah, you can see he's lifted.
And in the slow-mo, you can see that I actually seem to get a bit of extra height and fall slower than usual. Or that could just be the wobble from the pressure washers and the slow-mo from the camera, making it look like that. So I gave it a couple more goes, but my altitude remained pretty similar. And with these pressure washers, I was getting around 12.5 kilos each, meaning I would need 8 of these to get me off the ground, plus the weight of the pressure washers, so more like 10 of these. So unless I magically lose 50 kilos, I don't think these pressure washers are going to make anyone fly today.
Cut off these nuts. The balls of steel.
Come with me. Come with me. Watch your head.
Don't use the child.
Come on, come with me. Come on.
No.
Thank you. Can we put this?
No. A kid can't handle this. No freaking way.
Yeah. Keep it like that.
Oh my god. Mama! Oh my god!
Thanks for watching. If you like that, please subscribe and check out some of my other.
No freaking way. Oh yeah, he's not on there. He's like, he really said, come with me, kid. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon.
Thanks for
give
watching.
you a thumbs
If you
up.
like that, please subscribe and
Oh,
check
I'm
out
not
some of my other
subscribed.
videos.
There you go. Hey, thank you for the very addicting content. That was very scientific. Very good.